Smart people like to believe that intelligence protects them from bad financial decisions. They think if they understand numbers, logic, and analysis, money problems won't touch them. But reality says otherwise. Some of the smartest people in the world still make terrible money decisions, lose fortunes, fall into debt, or stay financially stuck for decades. And the reason is uncomfortable to accept. Because money decisions are almost never about intelligence. They're about psychology. They're about emotion, identity, fear, ego, and the stories we tell ourselves to feel safe. Your brain was not designed to make optimal financial decisions. It was designed to keep you alive. Thousands of years ago, survival meant reacting quickly, avoiding pain, and following the tribe. Today, that same survival brain is still in control when you deal with money. It seeks comfort over growth, certainty over opportunity, and short-term relief over long-term freedom. And the smarter you are, the better you become at justifying these irrational choices. One of the biggest mistakes smart people make with money is overconfidence. Intelligence creates the illusion of control. When you're good at problem solving, you start believing you can outthink risk. You assume you'll exit before things go wrong, that you'll recognize the danger in time, that rules somehow apply differently to you. This is why highly educated people still overinvest, over-leverage, and ignore warning signs. Not because they don't see them, but because they believe they're the exception. Another silent trap is identity. Smart people often tie their self-worth to being right. Admitting a bad financial decision feels like admitting personal failure, so instead of cutting losses, they double down. Instead of stepping back, they justify. They search for information that confirms what they already believe and ignore everything else. This is called confirmation bias, and it destroys more wealth than ignorance ever could. Then there's emotional attachment. Money is not just currency. It represents safety, freedom, status, and control. When your emotions are tied to money, logic becomes secondary. Smart people feel this too, but they're better at hiding it behind rational explanations. I'm holding because the fundamentals are strong. I'm spending because I deserve it. I'm not investing yet because I'm waiting for the right moment. These sound logical, but often they are just emotional decisions wearing a suit. Fear plays a bigger role than most people admit. Not fear of losing money, but fear of being wrong, fear of regret, fear of looking stupid, fear of missing out, fear of falling behind. The brain hates uncertainty, so it clings to familiar patterns even when those patterns are harmful. This is why smart people stay in jobs they hate, hold assets they don't believe in anymore, and delay decisions they know they should make. The pain of change feels bigger than the pain of staying stuck. Another reason smart people make stupid money decisions is that they confuse knowledge with behavior. Knowing what to do is not the same as doing it. You can understand compound interest and still not invest. You can know budgeting matters and still overspend. You can study markets for years and still panic at the worst possible moment. Information alone does not create discipline. Systems do, habits do, environment does. Without structure, intelligence becomes irrelevant. Smart people are also more vulnerable to complexity. They love sophisticated strategies, advanced models, and complicated plans. But complexity often hides risk. Simple strategies are boring, but they work. Complex strategies feel smart, but they often increase the chance of error. The need to feel intellectually stimulated pushes people away from consistency and toward unnecessary risk. There's also the social factor. Smart people don't want to look behind. They compare themselves to peers, colleagues, or online success stories. This creates pressure to keep up appearances. Lifestyle inflation happens quietly. Expenses rise not because of need, but because of identity. The car, the apartment, the subscriptions, the image. Each decision feels small, but together they lock you into a financial life that requires constant effort just to maintain. And finally, there's the illusion of time. Smart people believe they'll fix things later. They think future knowledge, future income, or future motivation will solve today's mistakes. But time is not neutral. Delaying good decisions compounds regret just as powerfully as good habits compound wealth. The cost of waiting is invisible, which makes it easy to ignore. The truth is, being smart does not protect you from bad money decisions. In many cases, it makes you more vulnerable to them, because intelligence gives you better excuses, stronger justifications, and more convincing lies. The real advantage is not intelligence, it is self-awareness. It is the ability to notice when emotion is driving the decision, when ego is involved, when fear is pretending to be logic. The moment you stop asking, what's the smartest move, and start asking, why do I want to make this decision, everything changes. Because money rewards behavior, not intelligence. And until you understand your own psychology, you will keep repeating the same patterns, no matter how smart you are.